This is the modifier that I use on just about every video on this channel. This absolute beast of a lighting modifier is the Aputure lantern. Now there's two sizes for this. This is the medium to smaller size, and there's one that's a little bit bigger. But for enclosed spaces, this thing is absolutely perfect. And here's why I use it in so many of my videos, but also why I use it as a photographer. Also, hello and welcome. My name is Finn Badgley. I'm a commercial photographer and all-around content creator. And honestly, this thing just makes my life easier. This isn't your average softbox because this is more of a nice globe-like, almost like a China ball or that kind of lantern look. Right now, the light looks a little bit different, but it's still okay because I have my light actually completely bare bulb, which is why you're getting these harsh shadows right now, pointed off to the side, reflecting back on me, and I have a second light right here. But usually I'll just have this guy, and maybe the other light that I have currently filling me in will be like an edge light, which is not what we're doing right now. This has been on my key light for a couple months now, and you may not have even noticed. Before that, I used a softbox of a similar size that actually produced a great quality of light, but here's what I like more about this. The first thing is the portability aspect of this. Now, it does come in quite a big case, but you can easily just push this thing or push it on the ground and collapse it just like so. Similar to the Aputure light domes, these things just come ready to quickly pop up and go. That way you're not fiddling and fighting with the rods of a traditional softbox trying to make that thing work. And while it's not the smallest thing, even in its carrying case, it can be pretty easy to just throw on your back. Or what I like doing is I have a stand bag that I carry one stand and then I'll throw this in. So that way I have a great on-location light. This is the carrying case in which it comes in. Got some nice zippers on there. It's actually pretty solidly made, I would say, although, you know, most carrying cases of this variety kind of are. And then it also has a black cover that can go around this and make it more directional. That being a more of a lantern globe shape is going to light all around versus just one particular subject, which is actually why I used this modifier. See, a regular softbox, it's very directional. It's a soft light, but you're just pushing that light out in one direction versus this guy, which can push it out in a variety of directions, or you can have the light hung down and light in a complete circle. And being a commercial photographer, sometimes I'm doing shoots that involve multiple people, and I want to have the light look like it makes sense on all their faces. But rather than having one light for you and one light for you and a whole bunch of lights going everywhere and a whole bunch of soft boxes that just end up overlapping one another, or you take one photo of one person at a time and stitch them all together in post, what this allows me to do is hang it on a boom arm and light everyone all at the same time, and then backlight them accordingly from there, giving it a nice edge light or something like that. With that additional cover, I can make this more directional if I want to. So it gives you flexibility as well as portability, which I really like.
There has never been a better time to learn a new skill, and that is why I'm giving away a free year membership of Skillshare. All you have to do is look in the description, find my link, go there, watch a couple of my classes, sign up for a free 1-month trial, and when you watch the classes, submit a project for one of them and attach your email to it so I can contact you if you're the winner. This giveaway ends December 31st at midnight, so get in while you can. There is no purchase necessary. You don't have to actually even sign up for Skillshare. Just get the 1-month trial. You can cancel it, whatever. And if you love it, you can continue it, but you don't have to. Who knows? You may even be the one to win the full year and not even have to. So I can't wait to see what you guys create. And this isn't sponsored. I just want to give back to all of you.
Also, this review is not sponsored by Aputure, but if they were ever to do so in the future, I would be sure to let you guys know, especially because honestly, I love this thing. It's now my go-to modifier, not only for my photography work, but also for these videos. Now, I think it's time to actually put it back on my light so that way we can be looking a little nicer here. And there we go, just like that, we have that nice soft light hitting my face again. Now you can see the shadows are a lot softer and it creates this beautiful, almost like a nice natural window light look, which is really great and can often, and I find the quality out of this modifier is just incredible. It's great for lighting a space, it's great for portraits, it's great for a variety of work, and it offers a lot of flexibility. The other thing that I really like about it, and this is similar to some of the light domes that Aputure offers, but versus the regular Octabox that I used to have, which is an 8-sided softbox, the catch light in my eye doesn't have any of those edges to it. It's just a nice round circle. If you look really close in my eye here, I'll get closer to the camera. You can see that guy right there in my eye, that reflection is what we call a catch light. And because we're working with such a nice, soft, diffused, big circle, it's going to show up as a circle in my eye, which makes it look more pleasing and doesn't kind of give the effect that you're using a soft box, especially when you use the square ones. You can see the square reflection. And for me, I've always preferred a nice circular catch light. So this also offers that, which definitely is a bonus in my opinion. It's something that it's a large enough light source that it offers a great soft light, but it's also small enough to be compact, portable, and easy to use in small spaces. Like my YouTube studio that I have set up here, it's not the biggest space, but it fits super well, and I can even leave it up and just off to the side whenever I'm not filming. So that way, whenever I do go to film, I can just quickly turn the light around and hit record. Or if I'm going on location, I just pop that guy off, collapse it down, put it in the carrying case, and away I go. It's a lot easier than having to fiddle with all the little rods, you know, especially when photographers are starting out. Those things are so hard to get going, and then eventually you get it, but it's still always a pain. So yes, it might not collapse down as small as something like that, but it does make it a lot easier and a lot faster. Now, this particular one, it has a Bowens mount, which is pretty much what all my lights are. All my photography flashes are Bowens mount. My studio lights for video, they are all Bowens mount. And that just offers a great flexibility across the board. And usually Bowens, you can get the different adapters to your different lights. If you're using Pro Photo, you can get an adapter for that. If you're using whichever particular type of light attachment you're using, you can get an adapter for Bowens to go on it. It's pretty much a universal mounting system across the board and is really easy to adapt, which I really enjoy. You can use this on a whole bunch of other Aputure lights and it will not cause you any problems at all. Honestly, there's not really a whole lot bad that I could say about this, and for the price point, it's even less expensive than some of its other competitors, and for the quality, it is just, you can't beat it in my personal opinion. So that is why, honestly, this is my favorite lighting modifier right now, and it's something that I would use for almost all of my shoots, because it's just, I don't really have anything bad to say about it, and I'm not even paid to say this. I just have used it for a few months now. I've used it on location for photo shoots. I've used it for a bunch of these videos, for my TikToks, for everything in between, and it's offered a great quality of light, a great portability, it's great quality, and the light that you get out of it is just chef's kiss. With that, I hope if you're looking for new lighting modifiers for either photography or your YouTube studio, that this has helped you out in that department. Now, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. If you did, if you like this modifier, if you've been interested in it, drop a like, leave a comment if you also have it, and what you think of it. Subscribe if you have not already. Remember to work hard, rest often, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.